So what's everybody up to? Like, what are everybody's plans today? The stage win percentage tickled you, right? Like, I feel like, again, I feel like it's something that makes more sense than something like Dead or Alive to take into account because those stages are all over the place. Yeah. As much as you'd like to stop working, you're at least gonna double back to the main thing, do the meshes to set it up for Monday when you go back to rigging. Okay. After that, you really want to play Strive. Just remember to take breaks when you feel the frustration setting. Yeah. Oh, of course, that's what the Nago bet is for. I mean, I don't know. You've been very vocal about hmm, feeling like Nago is the struggle. So like going out of frustration and into Nago based frustration. I think that's something to consider. You know, think about your situation. Homie may be the struggle, but the training mode is nice to you. There you can be cool and no Sea World to judge you. You're learning the Kara Buster and Kara Fist. Nice. That will definitely serve you well. So you can be the problem you want to see in the world. I think for some people you already are by being Potemkin. Like there are people that just fear the character. So like I don't think you have to be too concerned about that. Being a walking fortress has its benefits. Yes, I am scared of Pot, even though I can keep Pot out with the big sword. I do not understand that matchup for the life of me. Yeah, like I said, some people just fear the character. Mhm. Button check. There's only two characters that immediately put you in fear when you see them come to your station, and that's Pot and Anji. Anji, really? Anji shakes you up. What is it about Anji that ruffles your feathers? If you see Anji strolling up to the station, you go, this person is either very experienced or very new. Oh, it's the not knowing that scares you. Got it. You get yourself shook before the match even starts. That's problem number one. And then you throw the Anji whenever he tries to Fujin and you're sad for Anji mates. You're shaking yourself before the match even starts. You gotta get rid of those stuff. Just go in, do what you gotta do. If they're playing Anji, then there's a real good chance that they know what they're doing. Uh, I think that's always debatable. You always come in and assume, nothing until you see how exactly the match goes. That's what knowledge checks and whatnot exist for. Because, I mean, you could run into someone, just as an example, just as a random example, you can run into someone in Virtual Fighter that is a a 10th queue. They just started, or that's what it looks like. That's what their rank says. Their rank basically says they just started, they're brand new, etc., etc. For all you know, that might be someone who has been spending lab time, who has been trying to get their ducks in a row, and they feel like they got a grasp on the game. They just decided, you know what? I'll go into rank now, right? And here you are, expecting this 10th Q person who is just kind of gonna flail and not know much of anything. And then you run into someone who, actually has a pretty solid game plan on. They're doing proper ukemis, they're evading decently. And it's like, well, this doesn't match up. By the same token, you could run into someone who's like a defender or a hunter rank, and it just really implies that, hey, they have to be on the ball. They've got a actual worded title rank. But remember, they had to grind to get there, and they may not know certain things that you know. They may not know certain things that you would assume that they should know based on that rank. So you can always knowledge check people and see what it is that they do and don't know, what they will and won't react to, and then move forward from there. Because if you come in with just assumptions based on the character, based on the rank, and you can doom yourself before things even get started. And that is rough. That is beyond rough. So please shake that. Shake that. Get yourself in check. Potemkin horrifies you because you don't know the matchup. And just Potemkin in general, screen presence horrifies you. He's a big character. He's a big character that does big damage. Big character does big damage, has moves that has armor. He actually has, decent tools to deal with quite a bit that you wouldn't expect him to, considering his size and like plotting speed, right? And then on top of that, with Strive's Roman cancel system being what it is, he can also get really crafty with his approach and get away with some things that you would not expect. I saw a Potemkin use Hammerfall against a Soul. The Soul actually properly backdashed when Potemkin canceled Hammerfall and went for a Pop Buster. So what did Potemkin do? He Roman canceled. He purple Roman canceled the whiffed Pop Buster to move forward and do another Pop Buster. And I'm like, you Soul did not do the wrong move. He didn't have the wrong reaction. But purple Roman cancel said no. Also, hello, Nettie. Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm feeling okay currently. Um, had to take some time and get over the second COVID shot, and just generally been doing okay. Streamed some Bloodstain the other day and did a little bit of work in Virtual Fighter 5 today. I don't know if you saw or not. I don't know. uh, but yeah, just been hanging out. Second dose is gnarly. Sorry you haven't been around. You started a new position at work, so you haven't been able to be as active. Did see that I was playing Virtual Fighter for a bit? Yes. Yes, it was fun. Virtual Fighter's always fun. Today's player pool and ranked was a bit on the tiny side, so just I wanted to just play the game. But gotta have people to play. So that's kind of a thing. Yeah. What now, Nikki said. Congratulations on the new position. Hopefully that doesn't actually stress you out, because that's an important thing. Hopefully that doesn't put too much on your shoulders. Also, fighting to have your preferred name change at work. Shouldn't have to fight for it, but yeah, that's always a rough thing, regardless of whatever, right? Like, that's a pain. And goodness knows I'd like to be able to sort out my PayPal stuff. You know? But they want, you know, information and ID pictures and all this other stuff. They want government info. And it's like, they can't fire you for trying to be yourself, so exactly. It's just about to mention PayPal. Yep, yeah, that's a thing. Legal name changes are brutal, right? Especially since, like, on top of that, you end up like having to sort out a lot of stuff retroactively if you can successfully do it, because eesh, so much stuff is on record under, you know, what your government name has been for so long. So it's uh eesh. Yeah, exactly. Just like Nettie said, the process of alerting tax authorities, landlords, bank accounts, etc. Right. Exactly. Sally, how's it going? Everything is going okay currently. Hopefully things are going okay on your end. Yep, honestly, just get married is the real pro gamer strat. Free legal name change. Natty. Let's see. Silly says, you'll talk about it more tomorrow, but you're pretty good. Got to take your partner out to dinner soon. Okay. I mean, talk about it whenever you're good. You know? There is no rush. No one's going to prod you about your personal stuff, so do what you gotta do. You're a die-hard Zomrat, so of course you saw Ollie pull that the other week. Right, exactly. Like, Ollie's silly. You know what? I'll let Natty feel this one since she brought it up. You can handle that one. Yep, exactly. Which, if you pay any kind of attention to VTuber stuff, right? That's like kicking the hornet's nest, because there's lore behind the characters and stuff. Some people get real invested in that. Yeah, Kiara was not pleased. Exactly. She was not happy. That's why when I saw that, like, the reason for the silence is you said that, and I recognized it, and I was like, why would you bring this in here? Firstly, that was the first thing. And the second thing was, even considering yeah, exactly. I was like laughing like to myself. I'm like, oh no. Right. Exactly. Free name change. I mean, look, listen, Natty. I don't know how you would feel, right? Like, far as I'm concerned, there's like me and my sister, right? There's no other Mikado, right? That's a thing. Yeah, that's something to consider right there. That's the lore. Mikado. No other Mikado. There's me and my sister. That's the lore. That's part of the lore. They never found the body. Made a discussion about name changes. The only answer you have is don't change your name to. No, you don't want to do that. Ooh, ooh. Ah, jeez. It is Friday. You're off this weekend. In the last 20 minutes, you're a pure ball of energy. I mean, that's the excitement from, knowing that you're off. You get to breathe. You got hit with that adrenaline rush. You know? Yeah, that's all the like younger children coming out of like school. Well, before the pandemic nonsense kicked off. That was always the thing. Friday is like always the happy day, the end of the week. Oh, it's the weekend. I got all this time. And then Sunday hits and it's an immediate mental drain. You've had a full week of training, so like you're ready to party. Still have some homework, but that's a problem for future Nat. The 50-50. Yeah, yeah. The real meta is to party every day and never sleep. Nah, we're not gonna Futurama this. We're not gonna Futurama this. We have seen the results of that. It worked in the 80s. Nah. Nah. We're good. We're good. You refuse. You need your downtime, or else you're gonna be miserable. What is downtime? Hmm. You live the life of an overworked office lady. You even have the pencil skirt. Just got it. It's wonderful when you love it so much. Downtime is when you close yourself off to the world more than you already do. And downtime is different for everybody, right? Like, for me, downtime has to do with just sitting down, putting on some good music, and finding stuff to read, right? I get stuck on wiki walks, on TV tropes, all the time. All the time. TV tropes absorbs a lot of my time when I'm just like chilling to myself. I end up like reading up on one thing. There's always links to another thing, and then it just I'm just bouncing all over the place, reading, and before I know it, time has passed. Lying in bed, curled up. Yeah, yep, cuddled up with my Sonic plushie. All kinds of comfortable. That is it. Was gonna mention the plushie, but figured give me some privacy. No, I have no shame about having plushies, about constantly cuddling plushies. The Sonic plushie is like my comfort tool, right? 100%. If I'm going somewhere and I know I'm going to be uncomfortable, the Sonic plushie is with me, right? Sonic is a VTuber now. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. That's not a joke, Natty. That's a thing. Yeah, Sega made Sonic a VTuber model. Exactly. Natty said I gotta go. Not fast. Uh-huh. Just I gotta go. Uh-huh. It's okay, Natty. It's okay. Yeah, now Neki went through Bloodstained for the first time. Nora got the work done. I'm still concerned that I might have been a bit annoying in Nora's stream. I uh I get very excited when people that I know are playing things that I enjoy a lot, right? So like I go there and like if I'm not talking about the thing a lot, I am in turn very excitable about maybe wanting to give tips if needed or just really invested in what they're doing. And sometimes that results in me getting to be like very, very talkative about insert thing here. And I wanted to be helpful knowing it was now Necky's first time playing the game. So it was just kind of like I wanted to see, if I could help now Nicky figure out tech and just get comfortable in the game. And, you know, Nora figured some things out and was actually acclimating to things really well. So I was just like, oh no, I I, I can actually help here. This is cool. Some people have trouble figuring some things out. And I'm like, I'll just kind of back off and let them have their own experience. But like everything I told Nora, like they acclimated really well. So I was like, okay, this is interesting now. We're getting feedback. Let's see what else we can teach them. Look, look, I'm acutely aware that not everybody wants somebody backseating them. So yeah, I am of course I'm going to be concerned. So you're saying you'll carry me in KOF 13? Listen, I haven't played KOF 13 in ages. That would be unwise. That would be most unwise. Actually, I haven't played a KOF game in a very long time. Kind of miss it. But there's always the issues of A, not having anyone to play it with. B, even if I did have someone like who was like really interested in it, the online for those games doesn't typically tend to be good. So just kind of in a weird spot with it. Although KOF 2002 does have rollback, so that's a thing. Wouldn't say that I was backseating. More like, hey, saw you struggling and you asked for help. Let me tell you, so you appreciate it. All right, cool. Well, as long as that's where we are, right? Hopefully, KOF 15's rollback will be good. Here's hoping. I am very interested in KOF 15. You were using those streams to also test out the model that you rigged too, so the help was mad appreciated. Yeah, no problem. The only games you play online, KOF 2002 VF5 US, Guilty Gear Strive, and Fantasy Strive. Yep, for fighting games. Yeah, that's pretty much everything with rollback that's not Battle for the Grid. Which, again, I would definitely suggest people play Battle for the Grid. That game is fun. And if you just need, you know, a very solid game that gives you a lot of leeway to just explore and experiment, right? While not being heavily intensive in regards to execution and stuff, Battle for the Grid. Battle for the Grid has a low barrier for entry and a pretty decently high ceiling for overall mastery of the way the game works, the game and its systems work. And it's fun. It's legitimately fun. I would 100% recommend it to people. Oh, is it on the Steam summer sale? Is it? Uh, I would have to pull up Steam and see. It probably is, Reiko says. It is. Okay. Well, yeah. There you go. If it's, affordable for you, then definitely, like I said, look into it. It is a fun one. Been waiting to pick it up since you first saw my Twitter clips from Doji, which I definitely need to just like throw Doji a message and tell them thanks for like just being supportive in general. I was like super appreciated. It's 20 plus tax for everything, for all the characters, not the skins. Nice. Nice, nice. That's a very good bargain right there. Base game is like $12.99 without tax. Yeah, okay. Good for people to know that. Like I've already got the PC version on Steam. The only thing I don't have on the Steam version is Ryu and Chun. I don't have Ryu and Chun on Steam. Have them on PS4. Um, but the main thing is the game has crossplay regardless. So that's something to consider. It's weird how they got it listed. Hmm. Hmm. All you need is 200 plus for everything on your Steam list. So you have to win a couple Guilty Gear drives. Poverty powers activate. Nah, I think you got it. I think you got it covered. Steam sale is pretty lackluster for you because you own a good chunk from other sales. That's always the mix up. Go from I been had tournament wins to I'm esports baby with the Team Spooky Arturo shirt. Jeez. The real art. So I'm trying to remember um what my what Tempo was the one who created my model, right? And I'm trying to remember what exactly they said my quote unquote lore was. Like, I don't know if they're busy or not. I could probably just shoot them a message and ask. I don't remember exactly what they said it was, but I found it pretty funny. And I was just thinking off the top of my head, if I could remember what it is, like, I just toss that out in stream and then let chat decide, or at least compound on it if they see fit. And have some fun with this. There we go. I sent Tempo a message, and if they get back to me, and figure that out. That said, though, if you ever get a live 2D model, you come to me, I'll rig it up for you. Those, depending on like who you go to, those can be pretty expensive. I don't see that happening. But I appreciate you putting the offer on the table. Yes, yes. It's like I appreciate you putting the offer on the table. Let's see. Marina Shafir, the Bollywood Boys, Kurt Stallion, Marco Ruas, August Gray, Killian Dane, and Tyler Breeze have been future endeavored. Yikes. Um, WWE, what are you doing? Yeesh. That's 13 people. That's 13 people in one day. It leans into your theory that they're trimming because the hard times are coming. There's some people that feel like they're probably gonna sell the company. And it's like, wait, what are you doing? Like, what's happening? They posted their highest grossing year to date, though. That's what they say, but they are putting people to the guillotine right now. Heads are rolling. They have TV deals with Fox, USA, and just sold the network to Peacock, plus the Saudi contract. Right. Which, for a lot of people, for various reasons, is that's a shift for a lot of people to consider. That's a whole lot to process in and outside of the company. Talk restructured a lot of contracts, so they have to pay people considerably less. The only potential buyer in that theory is NBC, but the Peacock pay-per-view numbers are not that good, and for Vince to give up instead of, quote, the plan to groom Hunter feels off. There could be some weirdness going on behind the scenes too, right? There could be some people trying to make some weird power grabs behind the scenes. And it is 100% possible. Nick Khan. He might be on his ish again. He could be. He could be. NXT free TV era was the best product for that type of wrestling, which brought a lot of people to the WWE. Yeah. Especially when they just decided to put NXT on TV. Right? So that was a thing in itself. Because they got a lot more eyes on the product than there already were. Your concern is what is going to happen to NXT UK at this point, because so far they've been spared deep cuts. NXT TV era pre Wednesday Night War was not good for them due to heavy counter programming and bad use of their talent. Post war, they've been okay, but they do need a wave of new talent. NXT UK is an entire brand unto itself, and it's also a brand that hasn't actually gotten the coverage that it deserves. So that's a problem by itself. NXT UK is being rebranded due to the speaking out situation. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Sure. it's a lot to process. It's a lot to process, and things are not over. We are very likely to see more. We're very likely to see more, especially since apparently a statement came out that Nick Khan pretty much said he's willing to take the heat and doesn't care about the relationships or anything of the sort of the people that are being released. He doesn't care. He's not insane. He's just a corporate hatchetman. Uh, it's it's a mess. It is a mess. Like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll see where things go from here because there's a lot of room for things to continue to get very nutty, right? It's ooh. Waiting for Drake Maverick to get cut again. Oh well. Like I said, it's rough. WWE, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. No one knows what they're doing. All we can do is speculate until things come out and they are concrete. So, let's just watch and see where things go. The Impact Wrestling hype package is gonna be gigantic. Yeesh. Oh well. That's it. I do appreciate people tuning in to the stream today. I appreciate you all hanging out, sharing in the nonsense, watching Virtual Fighter. You know, it is very much appreciated that you all enjoy the atmosphere enough to just hang out. That is, I am thankful for that. Thank you. Yeah, you are very welcome. My next little bit of agenda for today is to get food. Because I haven't eaten anything yet. Uh, but outside of that, I'll probably be hanging out in my Discord as per usual. And yeah, hopefully everybody has a pretty solid day. I'm gonna do my best to do the same. Remember, borrowing fries is not a crime. I don't think I would borrow fries. Like what? What? Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good. That's it, though. Yeah, seriously. Everybody, take it easy. You all have a good day.